so hold on a sec. So our own tool automated our own tool.
Correct. It creates, so those videos that you see right
here. Pause there. Come on. We could make this entire video on that. Hey everybody, Jeremy Redman here, founder of TaskMagic with Kyle. Oh,
how's it going? There
Kyle. Hey Kyle. Okay, so one thing we wanted to demonstrate is Kyle and I always go back and forth with what can we do and what can you not do with TaskMagic. We like to say you can do anything and everything a human being can do. Now, that comes with some caveats, and a lot of the caveats would be, and Kyle throw some stuff in here, there's some edge cases where it's like some esoteric sites, or there's some certain ways that you, like a lot of people do looping inside of looping, and in special cards on some site, right? There are ways to handle it. I do believe it's still possible, but it's just not. How would you explain that first off? Like the things we can't do, you know?
There's a lot of stuff that is very challenging depending on the way you're going to do it, I guess is what I'll say. Like, I don't have a good example on the top of my mind, but some people will try to build one automation and only use one automation. And it's a 300-step automation. It's a massive process. If you break that automation up, it becomes a lot more possible. So if you change your process, things become a lot more possible. There is a chance that the way you're doing something makes it impossible to automate, which is the challenge of getting ready to automate something, is making sure it's in a position and you've figured it out of how you're going to go about that.
Yeah. Which makes me think, I guess it just harkens back to like a lot of the things that are a lot of the videos that we made prior to this, where it's, hey, it can be done. I think people's frustration is channeled more how you can do it, right? And it's not about how you do it in our tool. It isn't. Because it's how creative are you experimenting in our tool. Does that make sense?
I think that's kind of spot on for it, is like, that the way you're attempting to do something may not be how you can automate it. So sometimes even though you did it, even though your process works, it doesn't work with TaskMagic. So change it. Use TaskMagic.
Like you need to experience. Don't get frustrated. Here. Don't get frustrated with yourself. Again, if it doesn't work, at some point we need to say, hey, this isn't supported, right? This feature or this setting or whatever, because we can't keep chasing features. But what we're going to show you now and what I'm going to tell you is a lot of the things that Kyle and I go back and forth with. So we thought this would be a great video to make really fast. And I get sometimes Kyle experiments with really pushing the tool to the bounds, right? And he'll send me a video like this Loom video here that will open. And essentially this is a video where I guess I'll do an overview. This is how we've been how we want to grow our YouTube based on around like automation, right? And I know some people do it, but this is a pretty clever flow using strictly TaskMagic, and I'll mute the sound. So Kyle, you can go over this as it's shown here, but like there's multiple flows here, right? So you can go over a little bit of what it's doing.
Whoa. Yeah. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to subscribe to a bunch of different YouTube channels so that we could be notified whenever they posted a new video, so that Jeremy can comment, within 30 minutes, just so that we're not immediate and it looks a little bit more legitimate after a video is posted.
Look at all those flows there. Holy shit.
So none of those had to be manually created, which is the point of all of this. There's no chance I would have done it if I had.
Wait, none of those flows were manually created?
None of those were. So
wait, so you automatically created the flows?
So that's how I told you this started as 4 or 5 automations. And by the time we're done with this video, it'll probably be about 250. And in the time of that recording, it was about like 80.
Wait, because our browser automation tool is automating the actual flows.
So yeah. So what our tool is doing is every day, every week, whatever, it does a search on YouTube for channels posting in the categories we're searching for, which are like no code automation, Shopify automation, Etsy automation, whatever.
Wait, so hold on a sec. So so our own tool automated our own tool.
Correct. It creates, so those videos that you see right
here. Pause there. Come on. We could make this entire video on that. So this is kind of the crux of what I'm saying here. Our tool automated automation using our own tool.
So remember how you've always asked me how we can automate like moving someone's Zapier flow over to our tool, and I always tell you there's just too much changing. You can't do that. That was the challenge with what I wanted to do here.
Yeah.
But since our newest update added the import flow feature, that's how I'm able to duplicate these flows. The only thing that changes between these flows is the username of the channel.
That's cool.
So I'm able to scrape a channel, import a flow, change one step, and publish the flow.
And then you use this generate random number.
I'm going to do some nerdy stuff with chat.
Oh, wait, you titled it generate random number. Yeah. Math helper. Okay. So like, again, I wouldn't have known to do some of this, right? But like how we put like how he put the manage right here, right? The math helper. Again, this is a bunch of simple flows, you would call it. Yeah, Kyle?
Correct. It's separating all of them out.
So like
very simple jobs.
Right. So you're essentially using browser automation to make these flows in the apps builder, right?
Correct. Yeah. So browser automation scrapes YouTube apps, sees if we're already subscribed to that person or not, because I have a Google Sheet that stores the usernames that we're listening to already. So there's a flow that I don't know if I showed that part in the end of this video, but the part I'm showing here is basically that we have all these YouTube videos we're subscribed to. They all push it to one central sheet. So we're going to have 300 some odd flows pushing all of them to one Google Sheet. Then there's one automation listening to new rows, this one from that Google Sheet that asks AI to generate a comment. Then it updates the row with the comment. And then the storage stuff is so that we rate limit ourselves.
Oh, get.
Yeah. So what we do is we create a variable in storage.
Where's that pull storage from?
It's just an app that exists. It's just it exists, I guess. It just exists is the easiest way to word that.
Where's it stored?
It's like imagine a private database that's created for the user.
Okay.
The user has to use this app to interact with it, but they can't visualize it.
So then it posts those comments, makes them feel. This is.
So the filter step is because OpenAI isn't always correct. So I tell it to respond with an error if it's having an error. Yeah. If that happens, the filter step doesn't run the browser automation. If the comment from OpenAI is good and everything is okay, then step 6 is that it starts a browser automation.
Okay, got you. So step 6,
browser automation goes to that YouTube video and leaves the comment that AI generated.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. True, false filter. Okay. So
and like this is us incrementing, like step 7 or whenever it happens down there. We're incrementing how many comments we've made today by 1 because we just ran it once. That way we stop it.
And there's the browser automation, run automation.
Correct.
Oh, dude, man, we have just.
It's just become a lot.
Yeah. Like this is why we're getting closer and closer to, I told Kyle this, like, it's not us, it's you as and the users. It really is up to you guys to be creative with this tool, because the reality is like we can't chase every single edge case, right? It's like we can do so much, right? Like in automating the internet, and we will continue to improve this tool every single day like we have. But it's like we need to know what we can't keep chasing every foxtail, right? This is such a simply advanced.
Here is the really simple flow that resets our comment counter for the day. That way we always reset back to 0.
Okay, how long did it take you to make this? Honestly, all in, how long did it take you to make this?
I'm not going to count the ChatGPT assistant part because it took me a little bit to figure out how the ChatGPT assistants worked because I wanted to figure that stuff out. But building the automation here was
Oh my
probably
God, Kyle, just how fast you're going in this video. I'm glad we're doing this video.
yeah. I lose my tabs a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was probably like it was probably like 2 or 3 hours because I messed up a couple of things.
Yeah.
It took some time,
Yeah.
and I think it should take.
And what would you say this is automating?
So what this does
outside of building the automation that automated our own freaking tool.
What it does, the point of this is that you wanted to consistently leave comments, right?
Yeah.
We needed to make sure that one, you're finding new content being posted. We don't want to be following dead channels.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's really all that it was. So we have two sides to this automation. One is constantly refreshing our list of channels to interact with.
Yeah.
And not refreshing, just adding to it. Then another side of the automation is waiting for them to post a video and then going and commenting on that video. So it's like one is doing the action and the other is supplying all of the people that we're going to do that for.
Got you. Okay. So essentially in a one sentence thing, what does it do?
Automates leaving YouTube comments.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that's how simple it sounds, right? But it's like it takes 2 or 3. It sounds simple. Right? Go to this video, type this thing. But in order to automate it, some pieces of the setup need to be set up beforehand, right? You need to know what to put every time. It's not like you need to essentially, just like you would train a VA to do this, you would need to train this to do it. So that's the 2-3 hours worth of work. Again, that's why we have this awesome community that we're loving. 730 people in here now, dude. God. Okay. By the way, we love you guys for commenting on this and our new strategy. We're thinking about, we might supercharge it. But when we might offer everyone $2. Are we going to do this, Kyle? $2 for every free flow someone recommends.
For every free user, they get to sign up.
For every free user, they get to sign up $2. Right? You can do it passively, cold email, cold call, whatever you want to do. At the end of the day,
do it.
If you get 30 people in a day, right, that you can message and call to sign up for free, you get $60 a day. Dude, you could automate messages and do it, right? Or couldn't you?
That's what
you could do something and do it, and
that's
whatever.
Coming up next.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if we're talking about that automation. Yeah, I'll probably be making a longer course about that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We can make a video on that. But and this is what's funny is this is why we decided to make this video, because when he sends me these videos, it comes with our app is too capable, right?
Because the problem is someone's going to see this video and do this for their first automation. This isn't what your first automation should be. Like the app,
right.
So many things that doesn't mean you should do all of them your first time building the automation.
Yeah.
Before you can do all this, leaving comments and sourcing channels and filtering out old channels, make sure you can build an automation that scrapes YouTube.
Yeah, right. The first step in that is trying to scrape YouTube, right? Use cookies. Cookies or Chrome profiles, Kyle.
I actually didn't have to do anything for YouTube, but it's a good thing to do if you hit an issue.
Zillow scraping was cookies.
Cookies.
Okay.
YouTube would probably be YouTube. Well, we had to use a Chrome profile to leave a comment, but we didn't need to use it to scrape.
Okay. So cool. By the way, join TaskMagic's Lazy Empire. Okay. You can go to this URL here, school.com/Lazy Empire, or click on the banner at the top at taskmagic.com. Get in here, get involved. We got 738 members and counting. All right. Jump in. We love you guys as always. Start small, but this is where you can get in a matter of, honestly, if you start thinking about it, I want to say you can be here on and off in a matter of weeks.
I think you can get to this point pretty quick. It's just a matter of how quick it clicks to you, how you can make different automations talk to each other.
Yeah, right.
But that's when it really starts to work.
Small. You need to start small, which is why to start small in automation, to learn how, Once you start small, say you start with this, man, this is what you should start with. The apps builder. Okay. This is where you should start. New flow, one flow. Look at, I built this flow. Trigger, delay, WhatsApp business messages, delay, WhatsApp business message, all this thing, right? And we can experiment with this. But I've been going in and building like a simple follow-up flow, right? Which you can do now for free because we're about to launch our free workflow templates page. And it already has 9 upvotes and 7 upvotes. Man. Oh, because I put it up here already. Anyway, so check that stuff out. Let us know. Kyle, is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Great work, Kyle.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Oh, bye, lazies. You should say bye, lazies, because they're all lazies now.
All right. Bye, lazies. I'm getting support tickets with that now. This was the opening line to a support ticket that scared the crap out of me this morning. Yeah. It was, how lazy are you guys? And but it was all joking, but that was the opening line. That's
great.
But
that's great.
Anyways,
dude, it's taken off. It's taken off. If you look here, right, and you look at this like and comment, dude, 500 engagement. I should kick everyone out who doesn't engage there. I should. If you don't come in here and like and comment on this and say hi, I have commented on every single one. Oh, but this one. Okay. It was just a day ago, though. Every other single one. You know what I mean? I am writing this as our next YouTube. Thanks for your support. It means more than you know. As you know. Lazy. Oh, boom. Done. Ken. Oh, by the way, yeah, Ken is a baller. So, look at that. Every single comment. Because we love you guys, yeah? Okay, thanks, Kyle.
Sounds good. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.